Have you ever truly wondered about the law of attraction? As somebody that is Jamaican and was raised by their Jamaican grandmother, it's not something that passed through my house all the time. No, we were a traditional Christian Jamaican household, which many of you people who are Caribbean or of Caribbean heritage, you understand where I'm coming from. Welcome to day 15. Today we are talking about putting all the different elements of work that you've done to build a foundation on creating the life that you want into action. So this is where this week is all about manifestation in action. And one of the things that is really core to understand when it comes to manifestation are the different laws. The popular law that everybody hears about is the law of attraction. There's two other laws that I'm going to share with you today that I think will make a huge difference in how you start to think about and approach this space of conscious living, conscious existence. At the core of manifestation, what is really important to understand that everything in our universe is about energy. And energy is really key to how you navigate the different intentions that you set in your life and seeing those intentions come to fruition. So let's talk about the laws now. First law that we're going to touch on is the law of attraction. This became very popular, especially with The Secret, the book that came out. But I never too loved The Secret because it was very focused on the tangible side of manifestation. When I say tangible, meaning the money and the big house and the yachts and the glamorous side of experiencing the life that you want. So there was a lot of focus on money and not even necessarily wealth, but just cash or what cash can get you. And at the end of the day, what law of attraction is really about is energy. It is what is the energy that you are putting out there that allows you to receive the things that you are asking for and saying that you want. For example, if you have just stepped into a new year and you spent a whole bunch of time building out a vision board, or you've spent a lot of time, writing down goals and setting SMART goals for yourself, the question is, how have you been looking at those goals or those visions that you've put out there? Are you looking at them through the lens of lack and uncertainty, self-doubt, there really is a deep belief that you can actually create this? Or are you looking at it through the lens of possibility, opportunity, and gratitude for what you know you're going to experience? You see the difference there? It's two different feelings. If you're consistently looking at your vision board and chasing down the thinking of, oh my gosh, it don't reach yet, what else I have to do, and getting yourself all concerned and worried, then it's going to slow down the pace of receiving what it is that you have put on your board, because the energy that you're putting out there is that, I don't have it. I have a sense of scarcity or a sense of lack. In order for you to really embrace and to understand the benefit of the law of attraction, you have to start with that inward focus. And as a matter of fact, every other law really begins on the inside. Most times we miss that. We think that it's all external. It's all internal. And the inner work that you do on your inner energy is what ultimately brings to fruition the external experience that you are longing for. So that's the basics of law of attraction. You have to be in a state of receptivity, of gratitude, of appreciation, and almost knowing, standing in that knowing that the things that you want, you can actually receive them. When you think about faith as small as a mustard seed, that is essentially where you start with that energy within yourself. You start with that energy of belief, of trust, and of knowing that this life that you are creating, this life that you want, is yours to be had. Now, the second law is the law of assumption. And this one, I literally just learned this, I think, in the last maybe 5 years or so is when I really started to get interested in and pay attention to the law of assumption. The last 3 years have been when I've been doing a lot of reading about it and certainly looking into Neville Goddard, who is one of the authors of the law of assumption. And this law is based on thinking from the place where you already have what you desire. So if it is that you desire to have an amazing love life and you're just in this wonderful blissful love bubble and that experience, and you put up on your vision board, a picture of you and your new man or your new woman, and that is the thing that you're after, the law of assumption says that you need to think about yourself from that moment. Don't think about getting to it. Think about it like you already have this person. So you're already having the wonderful dates. You're already experiencing the hug up and the nice up. You're already on the beautiful trips that you're going to go on together. Maybe you're thinking about it from the perspective of hearing conversations that you're having with this person, or feeling yourself holding their hand. There's a lot of imagination and a lot of visualization that happens in the law of assumption. And what's really cool about it is that it doesn't have to be something that's way far off. It's literally something you can have in your space that you're thinking about as happening in the next 24 hours. You can assume that you're going to have a great meeting or a great experience. So that is law number 2, the law of assumption. Now, the third law is one that you probably know about, understand, and even believe happens. And this is the law of causation. Let's talk about some physics. Gravity. What goes up must come down, because you have natural laws that are working in the universal space that you or me can't explain. And first of all, I never even take physics, so I'm not going to try. But the law of causation is all about cause and effect. What goes up must come down. You breathe in, you must breathe out. You throw a boomerang, it's going to circle back around. Some people call it karma, right? So if you're bad man going to come back around to you. It's one of the things that Jamaican people will say. So the law of causation is something that you're probably familiar with, as I said, and it's one that is very common. But at the core of the law of causation is energy. That's what it is. It's energy. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do today is to pay attention to how you're using your manifestation energy. Your challenge for today is to use the next few days and be reflective. Get out your journals. And at the end of the day, when you're writing down the 3 things that you're grateful for, I highly recommend having the gratitude practice. I also want you to write down one observation that is related to one of these laws. And if you're so inclined, I would welcome you to share it in the comments of this video. Right? So that's going to be your challenge for today. Your challenge is, over the next few days, I want you to write down in your journal your gratitude items, things that you are grateful for, that will help you to get nice and reflective and get your energy in a good place. And then write down one thing that you have observed that fits into either the law of attraction, the law of assumption, or the law of causation. I'm so excited, guys. We are literally counting down to the 21 days. We have 6 more days to go after this. I hope you've been enjoying the challenge. Please make sure you welcome a friend to come and join the challenge with you. Keep growing and glowing, guys. Until next time.